best-selling car just happened to be the Puma. And after long heat, we managed to get the car out at this beautiful place for a shoot. Welcome to Drive Media Reviews, and today we'll be doing a walk-around video of the Ford Puma. If you're going in for a Ford Puma, you can choose between 5 to 6 different variants. You've got Titanium, you've got ST Line X, you've got ST Line Signal, and the ST Line, which is the top of the end, which is the top end trim of the Ford Puma. Talking about the design of the Ford Puma, it appears more crossover than SUV, and of course it's said to be based on the Fiesta, but doesn't really look that way. You see in the front, it looks very nice. You've got a very high bonnet and very lovely grille with a chrome surround, which looks really nice. The headlights are pretty high up on the bonnet and look very smart as well. Just so you know, these are LED daytime running lights, and you got LED fog light and LED rear light as well. Low down you got air dam, which is again nice with some really chrome touches. Look really great on the car. Talking about the side again, as I said, the Ford Puma does appear more crossover than SUV, and again the wheel size is different on 17, 18, 19 depending on which screen you're going for, and you can get the side surround with black strip, again based on the versions you're going for. I like the fact that we have typical door handles to open, and you can see the sound of that, well built like a Ford. The window line does appear more sloping, but space on the inside, that's a question I will answer you later. And other than that, let's get back to the rear. Talking about the rear again, it's pretty nicely done. You've got a sloping windscreen and a very clean tailgate. You've got Ford and Puma written here very boldly to tell you again that this is a Puma. And you got EcoBoost Hybrid, another term I will come to later in this video. And that's pretty much it. Lower down you got a bumper with black and chrome surround, look really nice, and you got the reflectors on either side as well. The tail lights are nice 3D units and have full LED units as well. Other than that, if you have the ST Line package, you get large rear spoiler along with more body kit along the side, and even a ST Line special suspension, which is quite different from the regular car. So that's about the exterior of the Ford Puma. Let's jump on inside and see what's the car like on the inside. Here on the inside of the Ford Puma, it's quite nice. You got a nice dashboard which is really smart and great, appealing enough to look at, if you understand what I mean. You got nice soft touch material on the top, but slowly lower down you got scratchy plastics, and yep, a little scratchy plastics here and there. The steering really feels nice to hold, and you got quite a number of controls to control the touchscreen and the instrument cluster. Coming to the instrument cluster, this is a 12.3-inch instrument cluster, and it gets it really nice, neat, really nice setup. Now, many of you guys know Drive Media Reviews has not been a fan of digital instrument clusters as a whole. We prefer the analog dials, but here on the Puma, it's done in a very smart manner, so it looks really nice. And you can choose between different setups on the instrument cluster as well. Touchscreen is an 18-inch touchscreen. It's a little downsized for my liking. I would prefer a bigger one. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. That said, the touchscreen is pretty easy and pretty easy and intuitive to use, and give you the details very, very quickly. Talking about the audio, you got a 10-speaker B&O premium sound system, which I will put to the test right now. So the audio quality is pretty nice, average I would say, not the best, but really nice sounding. You also got carbon fiber trim all along the side. This is part of the ST Line package, and yep, other than that you get wireless charging, you get keyless entry and go, and couple of other features as well. You got a USB socket here and a 12-volt socket. Yeah, other than that, its storage space forms. You got one small coin holder over here, cup holder over here. You can put your phone in here. It is a little too big, so smaller phone would fit in here perfectly. That said, the phone is still well fitting over there and nice. The glove box is pretty big and you can store a lot of stuff in there. Well gets quite amount of it. The seats are very nice and comfortable. I'm getting a really great view out of the car, and I can see everything quite nicely. You have your seat height adjust over here, so you can adjust the seat. On this particular car, it is a manual seat height adjust, but on other cars, it is a 6-way power adjust for the driver and the passenger, which is a very nice, neat touch. The inner rear view mirror is quite big, and you get a really nice view of the rather great rear windscreen, so that's nice. You got LED interior lights as well, and so the sun visor on either side has this mirror with the light on either side, which is really nice, and I can see that I look smart enough for the shoot. And well, space is also well placed. Accelerator, brake, and pedal, and the adjust is quite comfortable. If at all, I just feel that the headrest is a little tilted forward. It could have been backward, give you a nice view. If I shut the door, I can see the mirror is quite nice, huge, and easy to look out of. Gives you a really good view as well. The A-pillar is quite thick, but doesn't really block your view because of the way it's designed. You can really look around in blind spots and drive quite easily. Yeah. So you can scroll between different things on the X1 cluster. It shows you your tire pressure, it shows you your eco behavior, how you're driving in an eco manner, saving fuel. You got your traffic sign that wants your different signs, especially here in the UK, different signs along the road. You got a speed camera, you got a 30 mile per hour road speed limit. It tells you in advance, so you are always safe and don't avoid getting a fine or collecting fines on your license, or collecting points on your license. And then that you got a trip computer, fuel economy, average speed, seat belts, and yep, back again to tire pressure. You also got voice command. Take me to McDonald's.
You can say things like audio blogs, 98.7 FM or USB to navigate to an address, say find an address or find a POI. For a list of voice commands, say list of commands.
Take me to McDonald's.
Please choose.
And you can see it's got the thing right on the go, so you don't need to go into the touchscreen and say you're driving and you want to go to a McDonald's.
I didn't understand that. Please say.
Okay, now that I've shut it up, but I see, you're going somewhere, you're driving and you're hungry and you want to go to a McDonald's, which is where I go normally to grab my lunch when I'm on the run. You just hit the voice command and go, take you straight there. It's a little tricky to use, but once you get a hang of it, it's pretty fine. Even the AC vents, I like the way they are placed. It's very nice and gives you good view out of the car as well. And you got pedal shifters here to shift between the gears as well. On the ST line trim as well, you get this little chrome finish on the gearbox, which is gear stick, which is quite nice. And yep. Other than that storage space, you got large bottle holders here for the driver door and the passenger as well. And yep. Another thing on the Ford Puma, you got a little light on either side of the driver door. So what happens if you open the door when you're driving at night and there's a car coming, it will flash red over here, warn the car behind that you're opening the door and trying to get out in a hurry. And yep, it's a very nice safety feature in the car as well. So that's about the front of the Ford Puma. Let's get in the back and check out that all important back seat of the car, especially with that sloping roof over there. But what do you think about the interior of the Ford Puma? Is it appealing enough, or do you find the competition much better? Let me know in the comment section below. Well, I'm going to go to the back and check out the back seat of the Ford Puma. On the back seat of the Ford Puma, space is really nice, and that's quite surprising considering this car is based on the Fiesta. You have much better space than in most competition cars. For starters, you can tuck your feet under the seat, which is quite comfortable, especially for long journeys. And you got quite a amount of leg room even for tall passengers like me. The seat is set to my preferred driving position, I would say, and I still have quite a amount of space. And another thing is, even though you have the sloping roofline, you can fit in 3 adults over here, which is quite nice and appealing enough. What's not so appealing is you do not have AC vents at the back. Especially for long journeys, I would that's much of a necessity, I would say. But the front AC vent should be powerful enough to cool this rather comfy cabin of the Ford Puma. Um, if I shut the door as well, I'm not hitting my head against the side window line over here. And I would say again with rear that it would be quite comfortable. But what do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. Space, the view out of the window is also quite nice. But what's not so appealing, or as I've heard, that the window light doesn't go all the way down, so you can't tuck your hand over here and relax on a long journey. But other than that, it's quite nice. In some cars you do have the optional panoramic sunroof, so that does liberate space on the inside. But even though this is an all black cabin, it does look really nice and spacious. On the back you got a little storage space here for your phone. You can tuck your phone in, and you do have a mildly high central tunnel. The middle seat as well is quite comfortable. As you can see, I managed to keep both my feet up on the central tunnel, or I can keep them at the side depending on the co-passengers. That does it up a bit on thigh support. Best said, the middle seat is good for a kid, and yep, that's pretty much it. You got a little storage space here for your stuff, so you can tuck your phone in or whatever you need to tuck in. And you do have a nice parcel tray at the back, so you can just store the stuff at the back as well. Got a little warm LED light here as well, so that's quite nice. And yep, that's pretty much it on the back seat of the Ford Puma. Let's go and check out the boot space now. Talking about the boot space of the Ford Puma, you got 456 liters of boot space, and it goes down to 1170 if you fold down the seats on 60-40 split. So that's another nice touch. But you know, Drive Media reviews like to find out their own way how easy is it to load the bags into the boot. So let's go out with it. Here I've got the Drive Media reviews bag of cameras, and I'm going to keep it on my shoe because I don't want to dirty the bag. But let's pretend this is a bag with heavy weight, and how you see the loading lip isn't quite high. It's quite easy to lift bags, and then you just tuck it in, and yep, you can fit still a lot of luggage. I would say a suitcase and a bag will go in quite easily. Other than that, you got a 12-volt socket, you got tie-down points, you got a light as well, so that's quite nice. But what's quite not nice is, why do I have to hold this to shut the tailgate? It should be electric standard. You can get it in some versions, don't get me wrong, but I feel it should have been standard. Perhaps Ford could include it in the further models on. Talking about what's powering the Ford Puma, the choice is simple. All are 1-liter petrol engines, and you can choose between 6-speed manual or a 7-speed auto, and the torque range is between 240 to 248 Nm of torque. And the power options range between 125 to 155 PS and 240 to 240 Nm of torque. But for those aspiring more power, you have a 1.5-liter petrol, which is the bigger engine anyway, which gives you 200 PS, 320 Nm of torque, but can be had only with a 6-speed manual transmission. What you also get is petrol and petrol mild hybrid, which is your regular start-stop and regenerative braking and all. Ford at the moment isn't selling strong hybrids, and I hear that there is an electric version to look for in the future. But as of now, these are the engines. They're pretty much well rated and award-winning EcoBoost engine to power the Ford Puma. Well, if you want to know more about the features and specs of the car in detail, do refer to our website www.drivemediareviews.com. So the Ford Puma has a lot of interesting stuff going for it. It's got a very nice design, it looks appealing enough, got a good interior and a strong set of engines, much from the well-rated and well-liked Fiesta. But what do you think about the Ford Puma? Let me know in the comment section below which version and which engine and transmission configuration would you like. Do you like the ST line better than the regular one? Let me know all that in the comment section below. And do remember to like, comment, share and stay subscribed to Drive Media Reviews. As always, there's loads more content coming our way soon. Until then, Drive Media Reviews signing off from this Ford Puma soon, and see you on next video.